Well, for me, as an artist, it's all about telling the truth. So, and I really do see probably the best in things. So when I draw, I'm not really idealizing, but I'm making things as wonderful as I can. And this is the way I really see things. I just see things, as being very beautiful. So it's a pleasure for me to kind of portray that.
Hi, I'm so happy to have with me Lynne Levin, a portraitist, and also she teaches illustration at Parsons. Thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome. Well, the portraiture is wonderful because it's something that I've done with great pleasure my whole life. So I learned at an early age that I was good at getting a likeness. And from 8 years old on, I was drawing people. So I grew up kind of like doing portraiture and developed it as kind of a side skill because I was a fashion artist. When I first came to New York, which is many, many years ago. It was a wonderful thing, but it wasn't what I really wanted to do. What I really wanted to do was paint and draw from life. So I embarked on that, and I've been doing portraiture, doing people from life, is a great joy. Black and white, it can be a drawing, it can be a painting. So really it's a question of spatial relationships. When you're doing a portrait, what you want to get is how the features are organized on the face and how you see that. And so it's like a couple of tricks that I figured out how to do. No one really taught me, but I learned how to see the face. And it really is, as an artist, you really want to learn how to see in kind of a new way. So this is what kind of led me to this, my ability to do that, and then it was just a joy to just continue doing it in drawing as well as painting.
Does the background matter at all in portraiture? I don't remember.
Well,
you said spatial,
it does matter. It does matter because it's really when you're painting, you're thinking about value, which means lights and darks. So you want to have values right. And really the secret of painting is that, if you get the values right, it almost doesn't matter what colors you're using. It really is a question of which values. So how light something is and contrasting with, dark background, etc. So it's all about the air around the subject, really.
How do you like working with the kids? I hate to say kids, but how do you like working with the students at Parsons today?
Well, they're very motivated. So I teach continuing ed. I'm in the continuing ed program a long time. And they're very motivated, and they're wonderful and very talented students that come through. So I have a great pleasure in teaching them because they really want to learn, and they really zoom ahead in the class because all you need to do is give someone a few tricks and they can understand how to draw. They can really see how to draw from doing it the way I've been figuring out how to teach it all these years. So it's been very interesting, and it's a wonderful, wonderful experience for me, and very gratifying to work with the kids, as we say, who come through. They're not kids in some cases.
See, you're younger than me.
They're really, a lot of them are embarking on a second career. So I have
there
a lot
are some people that are my age.
Totally. I mean, I get people who have been lawyers and doctors and financial professionals, and they just want to give it up and they want to draw.
Explore this side
yes.
of them. That's wonderful. That's great. What other exciting new projects are you going to be doing? Any new things coming up with celebrities?
Well, I draw for the movie industry, and this entails getting a likeness. So this is what they employ me for, is when there's a project that comes up for a movie poster, the art director will design the way the stars are supposed to be in the poster, and then I'll do many, in some cases, many drawings showing the stars in different orientations. And then from that they pick the final poster, and from that they do the photo shoot. So they really do a lot of sketch work beforehand, and that's where I come in. The joy is that now, because of the digital age, we have so much of a facility to work, across the country. So a lot of the movies happening out of Hollywood, I can still work with those agencies, and we can just send the images back and forth very easily, and it's really a marvelous new day for us because of the ease of technology helping us. Yeah.
So you talked about figure drawing as a sport.
Yes.
Is that right? Is that a good analogy?
Well,
what do you mean by that?
The model will pose for 20 minutes, and my job is to draw her with all the shading, with all the color, and this is in pastel, as best I can for 20 minutes, and then she finishes her pose, so that's the end of it. So the idea is to really get her as a finished product in the 20 minutes that I have. So I don't touch the drawings afterward. I don't retouch them. I don't work on them. that's it.
So it's like a living document.
Well, it is.
It is. Right. It's wonderful. That's so great.
It is. It's a lot of fun to draw that way, and it's very easy to teach somebody. So that's where the tutoring comes in. So I really enjoy the fact that I can impart this to people, that I have some skills that I can easily give people so that they can do it too. It really isn't something that I want to keep to myself. It's something that I have a great joy in teaching. So I really love the teaching aspect of my life now, which is to say I get to, pass it on and give people a chance to do it themselves. So people who say they can't draw, they've never drawn, that's who's in my classes, and that's who come to me privately. And they come not knowing what they can do, and they're really surprised when they take a look at what they're doing, and they can't believe it. But in fact, we all have it. And people say they can't draw a straight line, but the truth is that I can't draw a straight line either. If I don't have a ruler. So.
And I bet you it's the freedom. It's letting them go, letting them kind of express themselves where they normally cannot.
Well, exactly, and it's a great thrill for them to reveal that to themselves, to see what they're capable of. It's very true. So we have a lot of fun.
So I've heard that you draw the most beautiful people and women around the world. What's your philosophy on drawing? Do you have a specific idea about where you're going or what you're doing?
For me, as an artist, it's all about telling the truth. So, and I really do see probably the best in things. So when I draw, I'm not really idealizing, but I'm making things as wonderful as I can. And this is the way I really see things. I just see things, as being very beautiful. So it's a pleasure for me to kind of portray that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us, and we hope you come visit us again.